ViacomCBS, ticker VIAC or VIAC, misses Q4 estimates. They came out with earnings of 26 cents per share, whereas the consensus estimate was 38 cents per share. I own this stock. What should you do in this situation? Welcome back to another video. This stock is down by 21% on the day after it reported its Q4 and full year results. And I mean, I'm not surprised in this market. You miss estimates by a bit. Even if you meet estimates, stocks sometimes get slaughtered. Also look at Roblox today. It's down by over 3%. And oof, this is not good. Like year to date is down by 12%. Mainly as a result of this move right here. I'm an owner of ViacomCBS. It's also rebranding to Paramount just because it's a better name, and it also signals their move to focus on streaming content. They want to have, I think, 100 million subscribers by 2024. So this is pretty huge. I think this is a good move. They're a little bit late to the game, but they're already a massive enterprise in the media space. So it doesn't really matter that now they're shifting to streaming because they already have so many subsidiaries that are focused in on streaming, such as Nickelodeon, Simon and Schuster, Paramount Pictures. So yeah, their rebranding to focus more on streaming, I think, is a good long-term play. But investors are not liking this short-term. If you're looking at the stock chart, I mean, the max chart is like kind of all over the place. It was $136 at around 2000. Then it kind of went bust a little bit, down 63%. To its lows were $3 in 2009. It kind of went up, then it actually went back down to like 16 bucks. And at one point over the past, like during the break, it went up to $97 a share before kind of getting slaughtered. It's down 71% since then. But I think that, and this was a result of Credit Suisse and some other billionaire hedge fund manager had a lot of shares and they had to force liquidate some of their shares in Viacom, and as a result this stock tanked. And I have a couple of videos down that below last year when all this was happening, and I decided to buy the dip. I'm at a loss right now, I think about 10%, but I'll just keep adding shares. So yeah, this was the estimates here, and this represents a surprise of negative 31. And a quarter ago, it was expected that this company would post earnings of 76 cents per share when it posted 76 cents per share. So, I mean, going from 76 cents to 26 cents, it shows that, of course, focusing on streaming is a long-term play, and it's going to hurt profitability in the short run. And this is also a company that pays somewhat of a dividend. I mean, that attracts more value investors. And so when they see that profits going down, they tend to sell out of the stock. Yeah, another news is that it rebrands to Paramount to focus in on streaming. So the company tends to hit 100 million streaming subscribers by 2024, up from its previous goal of 65 to 75 million during the same time frame. Ooh, we got the passion, vision, and discipline to deliver. Again, I personally think it's a good move, and I think this is where it's headed. It's just a little bit late to the game, and it's going to impact profitability, but I think over the long run, this is going to be a pretty good move for the likes of ViacomCBS, and I think it's valued more strategically relative to something like Netflix, for example. It now has more than 56 million subscribers, and streaming revenue is up 48% year over year. We're going to take a look at that in a second. And some of these are their names here. So, and you can look at this add-on, or not add, what they posted on Twitter. ViacomCBS will now be known as Paramount. So, there you have it. And yeah, so I mean, again, this is just like a signal that they're going to focus on streaming. And if you look at, this is their Q4 and full year 2021 results. Total company revenue increased 16% year over year, of course, but profitability declined because they're focusing on streaming. Quarterly global streaming revenue was up 48% to 1.3 billion, driven by strength in subscription and advertising. They added 9.4 million global streaming subscribers, overwhelmingly led by Paramount Plus, to reach over 56 million subscribers, achieved 84% year-over-year growth. This is like Netflix type growth. I mean, Netflix didn't even have this nice growth in their Q4. I don't think they nearly added as many as ViacomCBS did. And yeah, you can just take a look at their um, exerts, and I think this was a pretty good quarter. And I mean, sure, profitability was way down, but that's because again, you need to, in order to actually drive profitability in the future, you have to invest in growth today, especially with something as cost heavy as streaming, right? Making movies and making like motion pictures, that takes a lot of time. I mean, just look at Netflix. And this is going to be a very competitive landscape. I just think that with the amount of reach that ViacomCBS has, not only within the US but also internationally, I think that they can be poised to be a winner here. And so look at this: adjusted diluted earnings per share from continuing operations attributable to ViacomCBS. 2020 was $1.04. 2021 was 26 cents, which is a 75% decrease from 2020 to 2021. So of course investors aren't going to love that. And I mean, whew, that means that they're spending a lot of money, and I believe a lot of people are questioning how long they can be doing this for. But I mean, it's still like they're still in the plus, right? They're still earning money, and I mean, I think that this is a really good move, and I like investing in company that have long-term future projections. And of course, like this is a pretty profitable business to be in, and again, just because of their previous reach and their streaming reach, I think that they will succeed, and be, maybe even comparable to something like Netflix, which is, I mean, that market cap is over $500 billion. You look at something like Viacom, it's an $18.4 billion company, P ratio of 5. I mean, this, I guess, forward P is going to change because of their poor earnings, but still, like, just a ridiculously great company. I believe their book value is something like 35 US dollars. So I will be buying this dip, hands down. Let me know what you think about Viacom CBS. If you'll be buying this dip, let me know if I missed anything. And take care. Love you all, and peace out. See you in the next one.